but I haven't actually seen my granddaughter yet. But apparently there are talks, making it sound like a government thing. There are talks of them coming round within the next few days. So I at least have a little bit of extra time. But time doesn't mean anything if you don't do anything with it. Oh, that was deep, wasn't it? And technically, Don finished his wall before your painting. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but do I get any kind of concession for being ill? You know, because if I wasn't ill, I would have had it done. You know. But then, Seven, you're also not understanding. And of course, I'm not saying that this happened. Don could have paid me to not finish my painting before he finished his wall. I'm not saying that's what happened with all of his merch money. You know, I'm not saying he did that whatsoever, right? I'm just saying we need to think of all possibilities. Oh dear. 18, 19. What? This one. You're going to drop in there. No, you're not. I'm actually going to stay there. Yes, I mean, I'm not trying to throw Don under the bus, but I think we all know what goes on behind the scenes, right? We're not just going to believe the official position. Hey, Seven, have you ever played Monster Hunter World? I'm kind of curious whether or not you have or not. Reason I ask is my friend just bought me the complete edition, and I'm about 9 hours into it, I suppose, but they're not like consecutive hours. I think the game's bloody brilliant. Like, you've got all your elements in there of like gathering resources to be able to upgrade your equipment, right? You don't really base build, but you do have to find plots to build a base, right? You tried Rise, I think it wasn't right. Okay, it's funny you should mention that, right? Because I tried Rise and it was like, this is a bit, you know. But Monster Hunter World, from what I understand, Rise is like the easier version to play than what Monster Hunter World is. Monster Hunter World doesn't hold your hand in any way, whereas Rise seems to, you know? And it just, I tell you, I've taken down, what, 4 bosses now? I say bosses, but they're just 4 the animals that you're meant to go and get. And it's really rewarding when you manage to do it and you actually learn like the pattern and how it all works and how you've got to take them down and stuff. I think the one I've got to take down now, I've actually got to capture it. I can't just kill it, which has put another dynamic on. But it's got that. I think you played Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and you know that whole Souls-like thing where you have to keep going back to kill him, and then all of a sudden you do. And you know, you get that like euphoric feeling because you've done something, even though it's in a computer game. I kind of get that from it, and it's really good. Like, it's kept me hooked. See, I'm not a fan of Souls-like. See, I never was, but then I kind of noticed that I was putting all this time into games, and I'm not saying you're wrong or I'm wrong at all, right? But I would put hours into these games that never really had that. And when you sit back and you look at it, all you were doing was like gathering something, putting it somewhere else, and then beating the end or getting to the end of the content. But when you do these Souls-like games, like, you have all of that, oh, I've died again, oh, I've died again, all that frustration. And then when you've actually like beaten it, like, it feels like a massive achievement. Even though retrospectively it's not. You played a video game and you beat the system. And I've begun to realise that I'm enjoying that a lot more now. You don't mind boss battles? Yeah. Well, then I think the next one I'm going to tackle once I've actually finished, because this was another thing that's been pointed out to me, and I knew already. Right? I've got loads of games, but I never actually complete them. And then I'll just move on to another one, or I'm not very well, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll buy that one for when I'm ready. And it's like, well, I've got hundreds sitting there waiting until I'm ready. So at some point, I've got to stop, right? But my intention is I want to go through my list. I want to do Cyberpunk, but what I'm going to do is when I'm playing Cyberpunk, the same way as what I did with God of War and stuff, and the Star Wars game, I'm not going to stop till it's completed. That's all I'm going to play. I'll do the occasional, like, you know, paint by number stream, but that will be the game I'm going to start to focus on. Because this was actually one of the reasons why I started streaming in the first place, so I would have the push to complete a game. And I think this is why I've been so lax on making another game or starting another game. So once I start to feel better and I can actually get in here and play some stuff, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And today's kind of showing me so far that once again, and I say this every time, and honestly, I can't explain to you how it feels when you're laying in bed and feeling like you can't do anything. Once again, I'm in here and I'm doing it, and I don't know how long I'm into this because my back is very painful already, but it's not painful doing this at the moment because of this really awesome easel my wife got me. How long have I been in it? You OP, Mark. I'm leaving you. You're not staying in bed. Bed is keeping you against your own will. It is. It is. But it's also a bit of me as well. I'm not going to lie and say that it's not. That's why I've openly come out and said to you all, yes, I've been suffering just lately. Because the thing is that the more I admit it, the more I talk about it, hopefully, and this is my plan, right? Hopefully, at some point, I'll stop doing it. But I also need to be very mindful that you have to allow yourself to let the lid off the pressure cooker every now and again. And I'm good with doing that. I'm fine with doing that. And I think it's healthy to do that. What's not healthy to do is to live in it without a lid on. If that analogy makes any sense to anyone. I know what I mean, but yeah, I'm glad I got up and did this. It's funny, you know, like about an hour and a half ago, I rang my missus and turned around and said to her, I'm going to go to sleep because I really don't feel well. And now look, I'm in here and I'm streaming, I'm talking to my friends, because I do think of you all as friends. I think I've said this before. I see a lot of streamers and they turn around and say that you can't have any connections with people you've never met and whatever. I'm sorry, but I'm calling complete bullshit on that. Complete bullshit on that. I think about you lot even when I'm not streaming. And when I say you lot, I just mean you as a whole, you know? And I'm not just talking about Studders, the a-hole. It's like a huge poop. You hold it in all day long and you think it's about to, and then you reach for home and you can press release. And yeah, exactly. But yeah, it is what it is. Tomorrow is another day. And we've just got to, not just we, but me as well, got to appreciate that tomorrow could be different. If it isn't, then tomorrow's not the day. But it doesn't mean to say that the next day is going to be like it, or the next. Because as soon as you give up hope, I guess you just give up. I think hope is probably, and I don't want to sound like one of these gurus because I'm not, I'm just a suffering guy, right? But I think hope is probably the most powerful thing in the world. Stronger than any nuclear weapon, even in devastation. You know, and it's something that we all have. How long have I actually been doing this? Curious now. How long is it? 40 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. My preconceived notion was that I was going to be on for about 10 minutes and then I was going to go off. So, you know, sometimes don't listen to yourself. And I do stress the sometimes. Ironically, I was watching some Bob Ross videos. I actually find him really relaxing. And then it reminded me of when Pitbull turned around and said to me about, you know, I didn't think that anybody would watch this and whatever else, and about me being relaxing. It's like, I didn't realise how, well, I think I did at the time, and I think I mentioned it, but that is probably the biggest compliment I've ever had. So we've got what we got on the agenda. So I don't think I should do Cyberpunk first. I think what I should do is I should finish off and do the new Star Wars game that I got day of release, but it was broken and I couldn't do it. I think we should start off with that one, and then when we complete that, what I might do is in the Discord I might open up a poll. And then I might put down the next 3 games that I'd like to get done. I mean, they're all going to get done, but then I might leave it up to you guys to vote which one you want done next. So I think I'd like to do Cyberpunk. I'd like to do Red Dead Redemption 2 because I haven't completed it, and that shocks a lot of people. Which is making me think I've missed out on such a fantastic game. 6 or 7 how was it? Red Dead Redemption 2, Star Wars, Cyberpunk, and there was another one I wanted to do. Oh, that was it. Yeah. For such a superhero fan and a hero of Batman, might interest you to know I've never completed any of the Batman games, yet own them all. So I'm thinking that all of them need to go onto the list as well. I'd love to come bake cakes with you again. Oh, definitely. What I'll do is I will. My missus is out at the moment. I don't think that Lindy's in here at the moment, but I will get. Alpha, we don't even play Red Dead. What do you mean? Yeah, exactly, Mike. I will ask them when they're going to be on next and cake baking and stuff, and then I shall send you a message and we'll get you in, darling. Definitely. Yes, I know. I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, I have played it. I got about a quarter of the way through it, and then just what happens with me is I find a reason to not carry on. But when I'm doing it on here and I'm doing a series of it, I have no choice but to finish it. Oh, maybe before I do all of that, I should finish off my Outlast 2 playthrough, which I started and then become ill. I need to have a look when that aired. We'll do Red Dead series. Yeah, I'm going to. What was this? I jumped into Red Dead for a bit over the weekend. Brutally murdered some friends in massively gruesome ways for about an hour. It was great. Yeah, I do need to play it. I want to play it, you know, because it is a good game. But I put my PlayStation in the computer room, and I was playing Ghost of Tsushima. I can never say that properly, but the game's absolutely phenomenal. Love the game. It's brilliant. It's so cinematic, so relaxing to play. The music's phenomenal. But I got about 3/4 of the way through it, if not a bit more than that, and then I stopped playing it. Now I don't know how to play it, so I've got no choice but to play it again. And it's getting on my nerves, keep doing that now. Like, and the thing is it's a problem of my own making. I could just force myself to just play it. But I get the whole magpie thing, you know, and it's like, oh, shiny thing, and I'm off. And I've got to stop it. So this was one of the biggest reasons why I started streaming, was to force me into completing games. So now all I need to do is just nut up and do it. But definitely Furious we will do, and also you, Pitbull, we'll have to get you back in on the cake making, what's it? And also Furious and Pitbull, you know, Lindy and my missus are always pretty much playing Paleo. Just feel free to drop them a message as well. I know my missus can be a bit scary sometimes, you know. but the more the merrier. Honestly, they'd love to have you in there. What have we got here? Number 2. Put that one up. I think I'm about to get really hated on TikTok as well. I did a small cooking party yesterday afternoon and made a bunch of spicy stir fries with a couple of other people. Nice! We women are definitely scary. Yes, you are. You are, definitely. Oh, that cookie of yours looked amazing. I'm trying not to laugh because it did look amazing. And my favourite as well, as I said. Sorry, it's the child in me that has to laugh. I apologise, I can't help it. I'm that 48-year-old guy that still laughs at fart jokes. You'll have to forgive me. Like my daughter-in-law said the other day, oh, you need to get your mind out of the gutter. I said, I can't, it lives there. Lindy said exactly the same thing as well. Oh, fat lad. I was just lazy and made one big one instead of 2 dozen little ones. Yeah, no, exactly. The thing is, though, is did you do what I'm hoping you did? And that was eat the lot in one. Because it's only one cookie, right? Yes, I'm not going to lie to you. I would have done the same thing. Let's get this little bit done here. Any more number 2? There are a few number 2s. Maybe I could just go up the board a bit. Because at this point, it's all getting done. It's just, it's me. I don't know if you call it OCD, stupidness, whatever you want to call it. But I always have to kind of do the paint by numbers in sections. Because it irritates me to move on and do a bit up here and then not down there, you know? Oh, you did? Well, there you go. That's what she said. No, I couldn't handle the whole thing.
That's what she said.
Oh my life. You set yourself up for that one, I'm afraid. Was it nice though? I bet it was. Do you use whole macadamians or do you chop them up? Please tell me you use whole ones. Does this go all the way up here? It does, doesn't it? And to there. Right, do you know what? Sod it. Let's do this bit. Let's see if I can mentally do this and not have it irritate me. Because it doesn't matter where you paint, as long as it's painted, right? And then what I'll do is I shall let you know when we do this again, if I've done nothing but think about this. I did. I know. And yes, it was superb. And yes, they're holding it. Oh, good. Well done, you.
Supplies!
Supplies! Studley! Just keeping you awake. Yes, I'm awake. In actual fact, I'm disappointed in you all. There's been no hydration. I'm going to have to hydrate myself. And no, it's not lost on me, the irony, because as soon as I drink this, someone's going to go, "You look a bit parched. Why don't you take a drink?" Oh, it didn't happen. I am surprised. I'm still waiting. Hi, Mark. Hi. What? Well, we turned the heating on in the house yesterday because it was bloody freezing. So much so that my wife found me a Spider-Man hoodie. Now, I'd love to get it, but it's like 70 quid for, albeit a high quality jumper, but it's still a jumper for 70 quid. I just can't. Yeah. 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 I should check chat in a section in case anything else has popped up. Points. No, none of you have points. All of the points have been deducted. Don the Chonk stole all of your points. That's what happened. I don't envy him though. Moving is a nightmare. Am awesome. Bloody hell. Yes, you do. You have quite a few points, Hara. This is where you're going to get private message now by the people saying, "Oh, do this, do that, do this." No one entered the raffle. Why is the raffle not working? I don't understand it. I will have a look into it. It was... Oh, actually... Let me just check something. No, it says it's working. I mean, clearly it's not, but it does say to me that it's working. I will have a look. I won't do it now because it's... I think the reason why I won't do it now because I don't want to leave you all just sitting there while I'm trying to work that out. But yeah, I was playing. What was I playing the other day? Because I think that Forza Motorsport is absolute garbage, right? When I said my missus brought my PlayStation into the computer room, and that all works on the Elgato as well. Yeah, I was playing Gran Turismo, the latest one. Oh my god, what a night and day experience that is. Yeah, the new, well, it was the new Motorsport, but you thought Gran Turismo 7 was better, or Motorsport? Forza. Yeah, I agree with you. I do. I absolutely, graphically, driving wise, even though the AI was pitifully bad in that one, it's still leaps and bounds better than what Motorsport is. But the problem is that until we all start boycotting these games and not like just buying them on pre-order and, you know, having streamers constantly like, oh, this game's fantastic, it's not, it's garbage. Go out and buy it, and then everyone just goes out and buy it because of FOMO and stuff, and it's like these developers are just getting away with it. I mean, literally, I was looking at it the other day. It's just a bloody asset flip. They can't even bother to make up new stuff for the game now. It's like, oh, we'll just copy and paste that in there, and we'll charge loads of money for it, and everyone will just go and buy it. And the thing is that they're right. It's true. It's better than the new Motorsport. They took so much out, less cars, tracks, and even more the free spins. Streamers are to blame for it all. Hey, honestly, you'll get no complaint from me. Why do you think that I've had it since day one? I've never streamed a game. When I was playing it with Don and Rad, just to see what it was like, I was off stream, and so were they. I'm not going to endorse a game that's crap. Not that I get paid to do it anyway. Not that anyone really listened to me, because I'm just a really small content creator. I carry no weight except for what's around my belly. But yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I've begun to have my eyes really opened up with Starfield, and that one experience now has definitely changed the way I'm going to look at gaming moving forward. Like, I'm sure that Starfield is going to get better, and it's amazing. Like, this multi-million company couldn't do what a modder could do within a week. Didn't even copy from the old one. They started from scratch, and that's the issue. What? Are you telling me that Microsoft didn't use the stuff from old ones? They built it from the ground up? Because if that's what you're saying, I can actually prove that that's not correct. Because the same assets that are in Forza Horizon 5 are in the new Motorsports. Cars, everything. Even down to the little City Skylines too. Oh, okay, sorry. I also found out today that Skylines OS is not coming to console until next year, and PC only this month. Well, they're beginning to realise now, right? And this is why people with computers, PCs, and stuff, they say that we're the master race. I don't know. That's just causing issue for no real reason. But consoles are not powerful enough, so they say, to be able to run these games in the resolutions that they're needed to be, right? But more importantly, you can't really mod a game on a PlayStation or on an Xbox as such, you know? So I think everyone's being pushed away from the console market and just going into PC. Because if you look at it from a business perspective, why would you want to constantly keep making games for all of these different platforms? The same game, right? When you could make one platform for everyone. What will be cheaper for them? And the easiest and quickest way to get people off their consoles is to stop making games for it and make them only on one platform. I mean, let's be fair, that idea definitely worked when it comes to PlayStation's exclusives, because I bought a PlayStation purely because of the games that are on PlayStation. I bought my Xbox for Xbox games, and then I had my PC. I'm very lucky to be in that position to do that. No, I mean that Forza Motorsport was not a copy from the old one, which I'm angry. If it was, then why is it so bad? The actual graphics. So, yeah, and this is exactly what I'm saying. Honestly, it is a copy from the other one. If you look at the assets between the two, you could screenshot it yourself if you wanted to and go and see. The cars are exactly the same. Whatever it is that their engine is that they're using makes the game look terrible. It actually looks, everything just looks blurry, right? And every weather is usually got some kind of mist around it.